This live stream is sponsored by PSL, Sound, Light and Stage.
Hello and welcome to Sanders Park for round 14 match, Tukapa versus United on Dan O'Brien Day. It's a great tradition used to between Tukapa and Star, and it's been carried on firstly by Spotswood United and now United. Let's have a look at the weather. Current temperature is 15 degrees, so it's quite warm. The wind is 30 k's from the west. I think it's a lot better day than we were expecting this time yesterday, so once again the weather is quite good for this time of year for a game of rugby. We'll have a look at the last three games for each team. Tukapa had a win last Thursday night against Inglewood in the fog and beat Stratford and also beat Clifton, so they're on a three-match winning streak. United, on the other hand, got beaten by Stratford Eltham last week in a high-scoring game, and also lost to Old Boys in another high-scoring game, and also against Coastal. So United have been scoring plenty of points, but they're also conceding a lot. So let's have a look at the teams for today. Tukapa in the forwards: Patrick Howlett at 1, Liam Burnett at 2, Thomas Edwards at 3, Josh Keach at 4. Scott Mello at 5, Chris Jollins 6, Maringia Lapo at 7, and Nathaniel Peters at 8. On to the backs. Campbell Woodmasters at halfback. At 10 is Lawrence Tupaia Thompson, 11 Ethan Lobb, 12 Fota Farafara, 13 Zebi, 14 is Thomas Stokes, and 15 is Lagan Kumaroa. And on the bench today, 16 Luke Davitsky, 17 Brendan Dent, 18 Olive Lamune, 19 Mike Nyson, 20 Mason Henry, 21 Roman Fa'a Musuli, and 22 Ted Morley. On to the United side. Number 1, Trinity McQueen, 2 Nasaniel Ranui, 3 Tamati Taylor Tupaia, 4 Dylan Schuler, 5 Stanley Louis Fowl, 6 Arisi Polico, 7 Malachi Falanico, 8 is AJ Lamanu. Onto the back line. 9 Jack Hartley, 10 Toka Tuamaina Walden, 11 Sam Walmsley, 12 Paul Perez, 13 Tuti Whanua Taylor Tupaia, 14 Kainoa Lloyd, 15 Josh Perrott. And on their bench, 16 Keanu Pakau, 17 Ricky Sofini, 18 Dylan Treweek Kumaroa, 19 is Cody Evans, 20 is Leo McClare, 21 Puna Joseph, and 22 is Nick Arnold. Right, we'll just go for a short break and we'll see you back here shortly. Welcome back to Sanders Park for this game between United and Tukapa. Tukapa are very keen to get 5 points out of this game to maintain their position in the top 4. Whilst United haven't got that much to play for, I'm sure they'll be trying to knock over their cross-town rival on this Dan O'Brien day. Now, spots have just come out, and out comes Tukapa, led by Scott Mello in his 100th game for Tukapa. An outstanding achievement for a person who started playing for Tukapa in 2017. And on the road, he has won 3 senior titles in 2017, 2021 and 2022. Also a couple of other interesting stats for Scott Mello. An ex-Francis Douglas boy. He's played 48 games for Coastal, as well as 15 games for Taranaki and 6 for Canterbury. So an outstanding rugby career, and well done to Scott Mello. Also a thank you to his wife Sophie and his 4 children, who I'm sure will be very proud of him today. Joining me in commentary today once again is Lindsay Thompson. And Lindsay, it's a big day for Tukapa.
Yeah, it's a big game for Tukapa. Obviously 5 points will cement a position in the top 4, but actually all 4 games are going to have a bearing on this finals format in terms of who makes the semi-finals. All games have got something riding on them, so it's going to be an interesting day.
Yes, it is. And the referee today is a young Mason Austin, a very promising referee, and he's assisted by Chris Morrison and Rowan Olkers. So we're just about set to go. It looks like United will be playing with the wind behind them.
Captain.
So, as I say, Tukapa everything to play for here today. Away we go. Those guys are way in front of the kicker, and the kick has gone too far. The Tukapa guy didn't touch it? Obviously not.
Yeah, perhaps United misread the wind there. It's coming from the west, straight down the ground, basically, from behind United. So they put that deep into Tukapa's territory, and it's ended up going dead.
Yep. Not the way you want to start a game, but on the other hand, Tukapa will be very happy. There we see a picture of Scott Mello. I'm sure he hasn't played many times at lock for Tukapa. Normally a front rower. So it's always good to have something new along your way in your career, isn't it, Lindsay?
Yeah, playing in the middle row. That's
yes.
Just what the man needs at this time of his career.
Yeah. Coach! Bind! Sit!
And Woodmess puts the ball in. Good scrum from Tukapa. The ball pops out of the side there. Woodmess onto Tupaya Thompson. Out to Lagan Kumara at fullback today. Takes the tackle. Sets it nicely. Woodmess. Onto Josh Keach. Scott Mello with his first touch. Sets it. A little chip through here. Walden kicks, but that's a good touch finder. It's a good reply from Walden. Tukapa throw to the line out.
Yeah, used that win well with it behind him and got plenty of distance on it.
Yeah. Well, Tukapa should probably playing into the wind. You don't generally like to kick the ball away too much. Ball in hand.
Yeah, that would certainly be the message I'd be giving the Tukapa side. Let's retain the ball.
And it goes. Nathaniel Peters takes it easily. Tukapa get a drive on. Just once they're told to use it. Burnett has it in the back. Moving forward still. Once it stops, they'll have to clear it. Yeah, told to use it. Onto Woodmess. Out to Forafora. Takes it into the set up. Tupaya Thompson. Big wide pass. Kumara is caught and he lost the ball. Wasn't a great pass from Tupaya Thompson. Was put him under a bit of pressure. So
yeah, I think Tukapa backs might have been better to use all the hands that they had available. Big cutout pass, and Spotswood were up in defence and caused the error. United, of course.
Mm. It's hard to get used to changes of names. I still call Rugby Park over the road, and then it got changed to Yarrows, and now it's changed again. So
Stadium Taranaki now.
Yeah.
So, but this game's got a long history with the Dan O'Brien presented in 1902. So my understanding is it's the oldest Shield played for annually in New Zealand.
Yes. And it goes. Hartley clears. Onto Walden. Oh, the Spots have lost the ball. The Tukapa have the advantage. Right. Just while I've got set for another scrum, sorry, Lindsay, I've got some results for you. Division 1 earlier game, Tukapa 39, United 16. Division 2, Bell Block 72, Tukapa 0. The Colts game, which was played at Ocado, Coastal 22, Tukapa 17, which means Tukapa Colts will play Inglewood next week at Inglewood in a semi-final. And in the women, Tukapa and Southern drew 15 all, and they'll have to do this exactly the same thing next week. Tukapa will go down to Southern and play in a semi-final. Just on the woman, congratulations to Rosie Moffat on making the North Island under-18 team, and also to Molly Tippany making the New Zealand Maori under-18 camp. Well done to those two. Right, away we go. Nathaniel Peters breaks away. Good run and a nice little pass up to Wharawhara. Good ball for Tukapa. But it goes to Jollins. Takes it in. Woodmess. On to Lapo. Right on, just over halfway. Here comes Howlett. Tupaia Thompson. Breaks the first tackle. Breaks another one. Sets it. Woodmess on to Lapo again. Not a great pass to Mello, but slightly behind him, but Mello does well. Sets it nicely. Woodmess. Peters does a no-look pass, and he passed it straight to the United player. But luckily for Tukapa, the United player knocked it on. But that wasn't great by Nathaniel Peters, really. He just didn't look where he was passing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I think Tukapa's got a slight advantage at scrum time. Certainly the first couple of scrums, they've had some way on. So something to watch during the game. Could be an area for Tukapa to try and exploit.
Yeah. Just on your Dan O'Brien, what you were talking about before, Lindsay, I believe 1902 was the first time it was played for, which is 2 years earlier than the first Ranfurly Shield Challenge.
Correct.
So
Ranfurly Shield was donated in 1904 by Lord Ranfurly, so it's a shield with a long history.
Yeah. For us older Tukapa people and that, and Star people, Dan O'Brien Day was the biggest day of the year, really, as far as rugby was concerned, and
come over here, boys.
Yeah,
always fiercely fought.
Yeah, Dan O'Brien was interesting because he was obviously the proprietor at the time of the Criterion Hotel, and he's actually a life member of both Tukapa and Star.
Yes.
Him and Mr. and Mrs. O'Brien were made life members of each club, so a very unique honour. Also,
the Division 1 game, which was won by Tukapa, was played for the Carbine Shield, which was donated by Mrs. Dan O'Brien. It was named after a famous racehorse that they owned, Carbine.
I think it won the Melbourne Cup.
Yes. So, bit of history lesson for you people out there today.
Yeah, another good scrum from Tukapa. Good scrum.
Very good scrum. Still going forward. We've kept it nice and straight too. Still going. Woodmess. Tupaia Thompson. Wide pass out to Zebi. Kumara ran in front of him there. That was definitely an obstruction. That's a bit of a waste of that great scrum that Tukapa had then.
Yeah, just getting themselves a bit lost in terms of the backline play. Big wide pass, but they weren't quite sure where. That's a great kick from
it is a great kick. I think the combinations with Zebi having moved from fullback into centre, and just new players, and upsets the combinations and can upset the flow sometimes. That's a great kick. It was a great kick. So it'll be Ranui to throw the ball in for United. And it goes.
That's fine.
Tukapa
have taken it away. Jollins onto Burnett. Well, risky offload, and could cost Tukapa 7 points, and it is going to cost Tukapa 7 points. A very risky offload, and Tukapa have paid the penalty.
Yeah, really wasn't the play. Tukapa had stolen the line out, and Liam Burnett just flicked the pass well out the back, but no one there.
Yeah, Jollins did good originally, but then Burnett there, the loose pass. But I suppose one mistake all season from Burnett, I suppose we might forgive him. But yeah, as they playing into the window, trying to do too much in your own red zone. Oh look, there's your brother-in-law in the background, Lindsay, Mr. Michael Walsh.
So it is.
Yes.
Well, I had a good view of that try.
Yeah. 7-0 to United. Actually, Tukapa have made most of the play, and after 8 minutes, and it shows Tukapa have got 75% of possession, but as yet they haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, and what could happen, of course, is one of those frequent showers could come over, and it'll make it more difficult for ball handling. But Tukapa's got some work to do.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Tupai Thompson kicks it long. Walden is going to return. Right straight to Kumaro. Has a little bit of a bobble. A big wide pass infield to Tupai Thompson. He kicks it back down. That's a good kick too. That's a very good kick. That's a great return into the wind.
Well, it's a 50-20 as well, 50-22. So Tukapa will get the throw into the line out and the advantage of hopefully claiming their own line out ball.
Yeah. It's Tukapa's first throw for the day, actually, I think. Jollins is up the front, but they're not going to go to him. They're going to go to Nathaniel Peters again. Actually, that's the second line out. Tukapa have lost the ball. Spots would come away, but United come away with it. They're moving the ball from their own line. Some good passing here, and that was forward.
Forward there, back over here for the scrum.
Oh, it's a long advantage, and that's for a scrum. I think most refs would have called advantage over by then, because they had gained ground.
Yeah, and they'd chosen to spin it wide,
Yeah.
had the advantage, but referees decided to bring it back.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will be a scrum where Tukapa will try and exert some more pressure.
Yeah, the scrum has been going well.
Big Thomas Edwards in the number 3 jersey on the tight head side of the scrum for Tukapa.
Tukapa are very well off for props this year, with Brendan Dent and Olive Lamuin on the bench, and the two that are starting today are better off than most teams. And Edwards and Howlett in particular have been playing very well this season.
Bind! Sit!
Hartley puts the ball in. Wide pass out to Walden Hill, clear. Kumaro couldn't take it on the full, but Ethan Lobb has done well. Picks it up, sets it. Lapo plays halfback into Mello, takes it in for the set. Makes a good ground. Woodmass onto Tupai Thompson, tries a little chip kick, but that's not a great kick at all. Went straight down to Perrett's throat, and Walden will return, kicks, but he's put it straight to Kumaro. He kicks again. That was partially charged, so Tukapa will get the ball. Pretty messy play there.
Again, I think Tukapa are going against what they really should be doing, playing into the wind, and that's retaining the ball. Too many kicks, in my view, giving possession back to United.
Got Burnett to throw.
Go, AJ, back.
They go to Peters again, that's 3 in a row. Lapo brings it away, onto Ethan Lobb. Takes the first tackle.
Hands off now!
Woodmass. Onto Tupai Thompson. Wide pass, but puts Zebby under pressure. Yeah, Tukapa are not playing the game right at the moment, I don't think, Lindsay. Wide passes and little chip kicks that are not on.
Yep. Little mistakes, giving United the opportunity to play in our half, on the Tukapa half, so let's see what they can do.
Yeah.
They've got good loose forwards, United, with AJ Lamanu and Malachi Falaniko and Aris Polako. They're a very, very good loose forward trio.
Right.
Coach!
I just heard the score, Old Boys 7, Clifton 0. We'll try and keep you updated throughout the day of the scores in the other games. Another good scrum from Tukapa, and they get the penalty. Good scrum by Tukapa. Yeah, so the competition is so tight, no one can pick who's going to finish where, and they have no idea of who's going to be playing who next week, which is a great thing, Lindsay, isn't it? When you come to the last round and you've got no idea. 5-0 to Stratford over Southern.
Yeah, there's big points on offer over at Vogeltown Park in that game between Old Boys and Clifton. Whoever wins that game will certainly be in the playoffs, but the loser could miss out. Who knows?
Peters again. Lapo has it. Tukapa going forward. Now Burnett has it. Goes to ground. Woodmess. Onto Farafara. Takes it in with the set. Sets it nicely. Woodmess. Tupaia Thompson. Onto Zebi. He busts the first tackle. Well done by Zebi. And onto Kumara. Good pass to Ethan Lobb. This is a bit more promising by Tukapa. Woodmess. Onto Keach. Onto Mello. And comes Howlett. Wider. Keach. Tupaia Thompson. Tries another little chip through. Morgan took it in for Spotswood. They still have possession. We're saying he knocked it on. There was a better chip by Tupaia Thompson. It allowed enough time for Tukapa to get pressure on the opposition and force the turnover.
There's an opportunity here, obviously, for Tukapa with their dominant scrum to really hold those loose forwards on the scrum. If they can keep going forward, it might free up some space, because at the moment the United defence line is very flat, shall we say?
Yeah.
And putting pressure on Tukapa, who are trying to move the ball.
Just on that, congratulations to Duplessis Karifi on making the All Blacks, ex-Francis Douglas pupil, and played many games for Tukapa in the morning grades and a few senior games as well. So congratulations to you, Duplessis, and hope it goes well for you. I know your father Jack will be very proud.
Very proud indeed. And Mother Donna.
Yeah. There it goes. United scrum holds a bit better this time. Peters breaks away, just short of the line. But Tukapa have lost the ball. Once again, an error at the crucial stage. There was a bit better scrum by United then.
Yeah, they just held it, and it seemed to just crab to the left. But Nathaniel Peters looking promising, but couldn't quite get there. Here
we go. Tukapa will be looking to put the acid on here.
Bind! Sit!
And it goes. So we'll get a shout. The scrum goes down. United come away with it. Well, it's not a bad offload either. Well set by United. Out it comes to Walden. Gets the clear and kick it away. Just outside the 20. United did well there, actually.
Yeah, they did. Got themselves out of the real red zone. They're not out of the woods yet, but Tukapa are at least they're 25 metres away from the line from a United point of view.
Burnett goes to the back this time. Keach takes it down nicely. Tukapa, Jollins has it. Turns it, sets it. Woodmess onto Farafara.
Hands off now.
Can keep going. No, he's coming back the other way. Onto Thomas Edwards. Takes it in. Good strength by Thomas Edwards. Sets it nicely. Onto his fellow prop Howlett. Takes it in. Sets the ball. Woodmess. Onto Burnett.
Tackle!
Woodmess again. Onto Scott Mello. Good nice throw. They get to him though. Woodmess onto Zebi. Out to Lapo. Well done by Lapo. Beats the first tackle. Sets it nicely. Here it comes Tupaia Thompson. Onto Jollins. Tukapa penalised here.
Yep, United man over the ball, and Tukapa not releasing it. So despite Tukapa having 63% of the territory and 58% of the possession, they haven't found a way through yet.
Yeah. Walden finds touch on the 10-metre mark. We're now coming up to 20 minutes, and so Tukapa will start to. They need 4 tries today. A win and 4 tries will guarantee Tukapa a semi-final next week. Anything less, and they could be in trouble.
Yeah, it really does depend on how those other games go.
Yeah.
Great work by Nathaniel Peters.
She stole that line out, and Lapo takes it up. Beats the first tackle. Sets it nicely. Woodmess onto Tupai Thompson. Wide pass out to Zebi. Gets on the outside. Great run by Zebi. Tries the dummy. Maybe he should have let that go. Forafora takes it on. Still going. Still going. Takes it in and sets it. Woodmess on to Keach. Goes Thomas Edwards, picks and goes. Sets it. And goes Scott Mello, takes it in again. Turns and sets. Woodmess, Tupai Thompson. Little dummy to Forafora, and then Zebi takes it in. Up.
Tell you what, the
Tukapa have the advantage. Howlett. And we come back for the penalty.
The guy that's doing a lot of defensive work for United is Paul Perez, very experienced and long campaigner. He's doing a great job. Took Zebi down then, but also Forafora earlier. So
Looks like there's a bit of rain coming in. No, there is. They send the people scurrying away.
yeah, Tukapa really want to get some points on the board into the wind if they can. They've dominated possession, dominated field position, so they really will want to get some points on the board.
Yeah. Here we go. Go to Nathaniel Peters again. He's Tukapa's main go-to man. Jollins has it. Now Burnett has hold of it. Tukapa going forward here. Going forward nicely, actually. Getting close to the line. Still have it under control.
I think they're going more sideways now. They've got to be careful that they don't...
and range is getting heavy now. And Tukapa have lost the ball again, but I think United knocked that on. Or is it? Yeah. So who's... Oh, it's a United ball, is it? That rain doesn't look very pleasant at all.
Yeah, we've had these showers sporadically throughout the day, and this is the first one for 2 or 3 hours, but when they come, they're very heavy.
Yeah. Yes, that territory and possession stat there, and you're down 0-7 is not what you want to see.
Let's go. Nah, it was knocked on by you guys hitting the ground.
Nothing like playing when a nice rain shower comes like that, is it? Oh, God.
You just got to get on with it. She's a winter game.
Yeah, Jack Hartley puts it in. Out it comes. Lamalu takes it away. Loses the ball. It's a winter game, you're right, but so far this season we have not really had any winter conditions at all to deal with. You see, the state of the field now is still in brilliant condition. So, yeah,
considering Tukapa have to train on these grounds, they're used a lot during the week and obviously at the weekend. So we've had, I think, 13 weeks of very good weather. Today's the first day where we've played rugby in the rain.
Yeah, I see midget rugby was cancelled this morning. I think that's the first time this season as well. Now the sun's shining.
Yeah, the showers come through pretty quickly, but back to sunlight pretty quickly thereafter.
Yeah. Tukapa, we're looking to score here. They need to get some points on the board. Steady scrum. Go for the second shove there. He's told to use it. Woodmess. Forafora. He's short. He's over. Referee he's held up. Good defence by United. There'll be a goal line dropout. And with the wind behind them, United should be able to get back down by halfway. After 20 minutes, Stratford are leading Southern 10-0, and New Plymouth Old Boys are leading Clifton 21-0. That's a little bit of a surprise to score so high so early, but it's, as I say, it's early days yet. Walden kicks long, just short of halfway. Kumara takes it, brings the ball back, slips over,
No, hands off.
sets it onto Mello, onto Nathaniel Peters, takes it in. Woodmess onto Howlett, takes it well, bit of a low pass, still going, sets it. Tupai Thompson onto Farfara, goes in and takes the hit, sets it nicely. Onto Keach. Woodmess again. Onto Thomas Edwards.
He wasn't helped, boys, that's fine.
Right, he's picked it and gone again. Well done by Thomas Edwards. Onto Zebi. And come back with a penalty as Tukapa knocked that ball on there.
High, again.
Yeah,
A high tackle.
I think in this instance, Tukapa's going to go for the line and hopefully the ensuing line out, because they need to score tries. There's no point taking 3 points at this point.
No.
Go for the try.
That's the first time you've said that all season, Lindsay. I took the 3 points.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Unfortunately, Tupai Thompson perhaps didn't get it as close to the goal line as one might have liked. They're not going to drive it 20 odd metres, but anyway, they should hopefully secure possession and go from there.
Three. Come across. Boys, across. AJ, keep going.
The balmy weather. Look at the sun shining. Burnett, he's taking a while to throw this in. Goes to Jollins at the front.
Now, boys.
Lapo breaks away. Onto Woodmess. Not a great pass. Zebi picks it up. Away he goes. Onto Ethan Lobb. It's caught on the tackle. Sets it. Woodmess back to two-player Thompson. Onto Thomas Edwards again. Good hit up. Onto Howlett. Makes good ground. Tupai Thompson. Short little pass to Farafara. Goes for a little gap there. Woodmess. Oh, another loose pass. Onto Keach. Lapo.
Doc, you're pretty
Sets it. No, he picks it up and goes again. Wasn't held.
Stay.
Sets it now. Thomas Edwards again. Takes it in. Oh, another good run.
Boys, strip's good.
But he's lost it. It's been stripped away by the United player, and then they've lost it as well. But
I said hands off.
Got to give some credit to the United defence.
Yep.
It's been very staunch at this point. Tukapa haven't found a way through, and United are making their tackles.
they are,
Doc, can you get that line a bit closer to
which will be frustrating to Copper because they know what they have to do today, and when things don't happen and you can't score points, you tend to get more frustrated and try things. And
You know, despite playing into the wind, they've had a very big territorial advantage. They've played a lot of the rugby in the United half, but give away a penalty.
that's mistouch. Tupai Thompson brings it back. He's going to kick. He kicks long. It's a good kick, actually. Walden returns. But that's a good game for Tukapa there. From United had the penalty originally, they missed touch, and Tukapa end up with a line out throw about 30 metres out. Right, Burnett throw. Goes to Nathaniel Peters, takes it easily. Lapo breaks away. Ethan Lobb knocks it on. Wasn't a great pass though.
Just too low in these conditions. Slippery ball, hard to take.
Yep. Very hard to take. United have done very well, and they'll be quite happy with the way things are going. For their last game of the season, they'll be looking to go out on a high note. And as I say, with Dan O'Brien Day, if they manage to win this game, they'll have something to show for their season. So they've got quite a bit to play for, really.
Yeah, and a number of years since United would have had their hands on the Dan O'Brien Shield. So I think probably 2019 was the last time. So that's the motivation for them.
Yeah. In it goes. Another good scrum by Tukapa. Ball comes out. Wide pass. Kick down to Kumara. He's going to return the kick.
Oh, boys, keep going back.
Easily taken by Walden. He kicks down the corner. He's found a bit of great ground too. That's a good kick. It's a very good kick, and it's gone out, yes. Very good kick by Walden. 50-22 actually, so things are not going right for Tukapa at all. But like you said earlier, like Kumara kicked the ball away there, and it is not the right option when playing into the wind like that.
No, I'm a great believer in retain the position while they're playing into the wind. Hold on to it. Don't give the ball back to the opposition.
Rainui to throw. With Tukapa have stolen this one. Keach steals it easily. A bit of a miscommunication there with the United guys, I think. Woodmess on to Howlett.
Tukapa's line-out's operating really well.
It is.
No, he's all right.
Well, slow ball for Tukapa. Woodmess. Back to Tupai Thompson. He clears. Takes it just outside the 22.
Yeah, it's developing into the sort of arm wrestle that Tukapa wouldn't have wanted. I'm sure they were hoping that if they could get some early points and get a lead, they've got a lot to play for, whereas United, their season's over after today. But the longer United hang in there, the more chance they have upsetting.
Yeah, and it goes. It didn't look straight at all. Away they go, United. There's a good bust away here. Tupai. Away they go again. Lapo's over that. They got a good drive over by United though. They set it again. Good ball here for United.
He's not on the ball.
Tukapa, yeah. You see the Tukapa hands coming in there.
I think United might be encouraged to take the 3 points here.
Yes. Hartley, the halfback, was pointing to the post, and they are. Yeah, that's a good call actually.
Yeah, a bit of a discipline from Tukapa, and it could easily cost them 3 points. And despite having the win in the second half, they'll be starting to get nervous.
Yeah. So there'll only be about 8 minutes to go after this kick. 10-0 down.
Not insurmountable, but
No.
you know, they're going to have to play with a bit more precision in the second half.
Well, we saw earlier in United's last 3 games, they're scoring plenty of points, but they tend, in the last 10 minutes of the game, they tend to let in a lot of points against them. So they'll be looking to rectify that today. There we go. It's a bit of a wonky old kick. Went backwards there for United. And Walden has it. And that's a big kick. A big kick. I don't think we should be kicking long from the kickoff when you're playing into the wind like that. And look, and that's what's happened.
Yeah, a contestable kick would keep the forwards in the game. As it is now, they're just running 50 metres back.
Yeah. Used to love doing that, Lindsay, didn't you? There it goes. Keach takes it easily. Woodmess. Lapo takes him to the set. Come back the short side. Good run by Zebby. He's away here. Ethan Lobb is on the outside and he sets him away. That's a good try, actually. Well done by Zebby. Set him nicely.
Yeah, Tukapa needed that just to give themselves a bit of confidence.
And it goes Lapo. The ball was a bit slow coming here, but you can see they're getting set on the short side. Woodmass looks straight away, and the United fella came up quickly, left the gap with Zebby, and a nice pass to Ethan Lobb. Well, good try by Tukapa.
Right, so you just... I've got 15 was the first name. Shoved by the try.
Oh, there's been a bit of...
and then that's when 4s come in and fully shove them. Right, so you
play off the ball after the try was scored.
So it's after the try.
So high tackle afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Let's try to score.
Yeah.
What's the prelim? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that just because it's the first one. Alright, I'll talk to the captain now.
There's Jack Karifi in the background there, coming to watch Tukapa today.
Yeah, former coach of the Tukapa.
Alright, I understand what's happened here, right? But you don't need to come in and do what you just done, right?
Yeah.
That's a warning. Yeah.
Well done by the referee there.
Time back on.
Yeah, Jack Karifi coached the Tukapa Prems in 1997 and 1998. Took them to the final of 97. Unfortunately beaten by Old Boys on the day.
Well, I actually played a game with Jack Karifi one day, Lindsay. We went up to Wongamomona, Tukapa Senior Force, and Jack Karifi decided he'd like to come along for the trip, and he absolutely loved it. Going to places like that, they are a great day out.
Good Ponsonby man, and back in the day played for Auckland B in a time where Auckland had a fantastic loose forward trio.
That's a great kick.
That is a fantastic kick from Tukapa Thompson.
Yes.
Brought the game right back to where Tukapa can have a bit more confidence heading into the second half.
Yeah.
Let's hope they manage to take the receipt of kick without giving away a penalty or giving the ball back to United. Good to see a try scored where the last pass is a drawn pass and the wingers put into space.
It was a good try. Perrott kicks a nice high kick, taken in by Keach.
Hands off now. Stay, boys.
On to Edwards.
Tackle!
Good defence by United there. Tupoia Thompson kicks a bit of a wonky old kick, but Walden picks it up, kicks back in the corner. That's not a bad kick either. I bounced in field, luckily for Tukapa. Tupoia Thompson's going to run this time, takes it in, sets it.
Stay, guys.
Woodmess. On to Thomas Edwards. I would like to know how many times he's hit the ball up today. It would be a lot.
Yeah, big ball carrier.
Yeah. Kumara on his left foot. And takes it to play just outside the 22. Good ball running props. Thomas Edwards and Patrick Howlett. Just over 4 minutes to go. Tukapa won't want to let United in again before half time. And it goes on to Walden.
Tackle!
Taken in the midfield for a nice set. Sets it again nicely. Schuler sets it for United. On to Hartley. Taken in the midfield. Good run, showing good strength there. Sets it nicely. United are making some good phases here. Burnett tries to get over and get the ball, but he cannot. United take it in again. They're on to their 7th phase now. Maintaining possession well. And pass out the back, a wide pass from Walden. On to Perez. Puts the ball under one arm, away he goes, makes good ground. Sets it nicely. Polico takes it in.
No, hands off now. Yeah, ball's there.
Walden, wide pass. Good defence by Tupoia Thompson. United still maintain possession.
Through the side.
Tukapa penalised for coming in through the side.
I think United will probably want to take the 3 points. Assuming they took it last time, another opportunity.
Yeah.
No, looks like it's a tap penalty. They've got some move up their sleeve.
Where we go. 2 front rows involved there. No. Lapo tried to get that ball, but just couldn't quite get hold of it. United take it in. Now Tukapa have the penalty for not releasing. United will be a bit disappointed with that. They were looking promising there for a while.
Yeah, they've got some good ball runners when you've got the likes of Paul Perez and their loose forwards, AJ Lamanu and Polico, a hurricane this year, and probably back into that Taranaki team for the upcoming NPC. So good ball runners the United team have got, and that's how they thought their opportunity would exist in that particular play.
Good clearance by Tukapa Thompson into the wind.
Tukapa's line out's going well, but I don't want to put the curse on them.
Nathaniel Peters again. No. Keach.
Hold, boys. Yeah, come now.
Lapo breaks away. Hasn't gained much ground this time. He still maintains position. Sets it for Woodmess. Onto Forafara this time. Kicks. Finds a bit of space down the middle. Onto Perrott. He's going to kick, and he decided to pass to Walden, who then kicks. And I think it's out on the full. It is. Tukapa might get one last chance here.
I didn't mind that kick from Tukapa because it was into land and it was in between the players, and it did create a bit of uncertainty amongst the United defenders. And now Tukapa have got a line out, possibly their last chance before half time to add to their score.
Burnett. United contested the one better, but Tukapa still managed to get it onto Lapo. He seems to be the go-to man from every line out, taking the ball up. Woodmass comes back the short side, wide pass, well picked up by Ethan Lobb.
Good hands.
Yeah, and he makes a good run as well. Sets it nicely. Here he goes, Thomas Edwards again.
No, 7, stay down, stay down.
Woodmass. Onto Jollins. Another no-look pass, and that wasn't a great one by Tukapa Thompson. Tukapa lose ground, but Forafara did well, maintains the possession on Tukapa Thompson, and he's lost the ball.
Yeah, double knock on there, boys.
Yeah, messy again on Tukapa. Some of those no-look passes are
So enough for a scrum.
not helping. This might be the last play.
Just here, just here. Yeah, after the scrum.
Yeah, and the referee just confirms after the scrum. Young referee Mason Austin, he's been very clear with his rulings, Lindsay, and he communicating well.
Yeah, young man with with a big future in the refereeing, only 19 or 20 years of age, and doing Premier Rugby and doing a very good job.
He's got a pretty famous father too from Taranaki circles, hasn't he?
Shane Austin, his father, great Taranaki and winger, scored a lot of tries back in the day.
He tended to score a lot against Tukapa, if I recall correctly. Hartley, good scrum by Tukapa again. United are just going to clear this into a touchdown. It'll be half time. We'll just have a look at the stats for you in this half. So it's 10-7 United at half time. And the stats will show Tukapa have dominated the stats. 65% territory, 56% possession. Penalties are roughly the same. Missed tackles, United 8, Tukapa 2. So United are in front, and they have done well considering that Tukapa have had most of the territory and the possession. We'll go for a short break now, and we'll see you back for the second half shortly. Welcome back to Sanders Park for the second half of this Dan O'Brien clash between United and Tukapa. United are in front 10-7. And just some other scores for you at half time. Stratford are leading Southern 20-7. Your Plymouth Old Boys well in front of Clifton 28-7. And we cannot get the Coastal Inglewood game score for you, sorry, because they're playing at Akata. We don't seem to have any reception. Right, away we go, the second half. United take it in. Go the short side. Schuler takes it away.
Stay, boys.
Slow ball for United.
Yeah.
And Hartley kicks over the top, but I think he's kicked out in the full. He has. Well, a pretty simple game plan for Tukapa in the second half, according to an old colleague of ours, Peter Bingham, Lindsay, who we were just speaking to. Tukapa got to put the ball down to that far corner and then put the pressure on.
Yeah, I think what he was saying is there's no point trying to run it all the way back to that corner. If you can put a good kick in there with the wind behind you, you'll have the field position.
Yeah, Nathaniel Peters takes it again. Oh dear. It wasn't a great pass by Woodmass. And Thomas Stokes puts it down. Not a great start.
Just the mistakes that Tukapa are unforced errors, really. It's giving the ball back to United.
Yeah.
And I'm sure United will be thinking about retaining the ball.
Tukapa scrum was good in the first half, so we'll see how we go with this one.
Coach! Bind!
Scrums have been good. I think that's the first reset scrum we've had all day.
Bugbear of yours, Kevin,
yes,
over recent weeks.
I know props used to love them, reset scrums, didn't they? Oh. Hartley puts it in. Scrum holds steady. Out it comes, a couple of wide passes here. Pretty slow passing, but good tackle by Zebi there. United maintain possession though. Go for a set in the midfield. Lamalu takes it in. Hartley kicks over the top. It's not a bad kick. Tupai Thompson takes it well though, running forward to meet it. And he's still going. Sets it nicely. On to Nathaniel Peters. Takes it in. Sets it. Places it. Well, it comes to Howlett. Woodmass. Thomas Edwards. Oh, United are way offside there, yes. And the referee has seen that. He went in for the big hit, but he got too far a head start. But that hurt Howlett a bit.
It's got some of the United supporters excited by a tackle.
Yeah.
This is a good decision from Tupai Thompson to kick to the right-hand touch because that's the way the wind's going. And
the rain now as well. Look at that. Here it comes. Nasty shower.
Yeah, well, it's the second one we've had during the game, and probably won't be the last.
Very nice sitting in here, Lindsay, isn't it? Nice and warm. Burnett. And it goes to Nathaniel Peters again. He's won a lot of ironouts today.
Yeah, and in these conditions I like going to the short number 2 throw. It's the place to throw it.
I've never heard you say that, Lindsay. Burnett has control of it at the back. Still going forward. This is a good drive by Tukapa forwards here. Making some good ground. Still moving forward. There's the ball there, sitting at the back. They're still going forward, Tukapa. They break away. Thomas Edwards has broken away here. Just short of the line. Here comes Howlett, his fellow prop. And he scored. That's a good forward try by Tukapa. I think it started just about the 22 and they drove the ball forward nicely. Here we go. This is the end of it. Thomas Edwards sets it.
Yeah, both the referee and a number of players were confused where the ball was. Thomas Edwards had broken round the side, and everyone else was concentrating on a melee at the back where the ball wasn't.
Yeah. That's a good start for Tukapa. They'll be happy now. See our cameraman Dan there in the background. He's going to give you a nice close-up shot of this kick by Tupaia Thompson with his pink socks on. Away it goes. But it's away. Well, the kicking points are important. They're not the... Tukapa still got to score 2 more tries, so the kicking points can become a little irrelevant, really.
Well, you still got to win the game.
Still got to win the game, but...
But you're right. The important thing, if Tukapa are going to guarantee their position, is to win the game and have scored 4 tries.
Yeah. There we go. Walden. Ball holds up in the wind. That was a good kickoff.
Well taken by Scott Mellon.
Yes. Lapo.
I think this is where Peter Bingham was saying, let's kick to that far right-hand corner.
He wasn't quite saying it like that, Lindsay. There were a few other words in there. Set by Wharawhara. Yeah, now would be the one to look for the clearing kick, I would feel. And he does. Let's see how much distance he gets on this kick. Yeah, it is a good kick.
That's the play.
Yeah.
Let's play it down there. Force United to firstly win their own line out, but secondly to make some play to try and get themselves back in an attacking position.
A few United supporters over there. Kevin Jones being one. He was a very good player in his day, Lindsay, wasn't he?
Yes, he was indeed. Good centre 3/4 from the back in the day. Of course, it was Spotswood Old Boys that he played for. I also saw Grant Morris, Tiger Morris there from the Star Club.
Yeah.
But of course now United.
Ryan Nui to throw. That's a terrible throw. United must have tapped that down. It looked like it went crooked, didn't it?
I don't know that anybody jumped, so maybe.
Well, yeah. Anyway, United have it. Louis foul. That's a good run. United, a couple of good short passes there. They're making good ground here. Set it nicely. Come back the other way. Oh, lost the ball though. Yeah, went forward. United have had a couple of good patches in the game where they made some good breaks and set some good phases, but probably like Tukapa, their last little players let them down.
I think this is an opportunity for a good scrum from Tukapa and Tupaia Thompson to use that wind and put it into that bottom right-hand corner and force United to make play from there.
It's a very simple game from up here, Lindsay.
And while you're looking up there, there's a couple of men down actually, both one for United and one from Tukapa are prone on the ground, so we'll see how that pans out.
Just while we've got a break. Tukapa's prize giving this year is on the 26th of July, so it's not far away. So if you want to put that date in your calendar for Tukapa's prize, hopefully the club has a few prizes to give away, a few championships. But whatever happens, there'll still be a good night.
And a good season. Prems and Colts have done well. The Tukapa Toa, the women's team, certainly in contention.
Yeah. There's a bit of a stoppage here.
It looks like
Schuler.
Dylan Schuler was down, but he's back on his feet, as is Mairangi Lapo.
Right, we're ready to go again. As you probably can hear in the back, referee Austin gives clear instructions for the scrum. And it goes. Woodmass waits for the ball. Clears it to Tupai Thompson. And he does a little chip over, which is not what we were looking for, Lindsay, is it?
Well, if they can pressure the kick and get on the ball, is it?
United retain possession, however. Oh, but they've lost it. And the tackle. Away goes Burnett. Away he goes. Scragged down when the tackle around the collar. Tupai Thompson. Looping pass out to Morley. And Tukapa have the advantage. They can try something here. Whara goes, busts the first tackle. Still going. Woodmass. On to Nathaniel Peters. Good little pass to Jollins. He passes off the ground out to Tupai Thompson. He puts a little chip through. It's not a bad one either. Well picked up. We're going to come back for the penalty. Just an offside penalty against United.
However, it is an opportunity for Tukapa to put a kick deep into the corner. With their line out going well, I'm sure they'll want to drive and see if they can get that third try in pursuit of 4.
You see Tukapa are still dominating territory. Penalties are roughly the same. There we are, territory 71% to Tukapa.
And probably unlikely to change in the second half with that wind blowing into the exact corner we're currently in.
Here we go, Burnett to throw. To the back. Bit of a bobble, but it's gone backwards. Howlett picks it up. Does well.
Does very well.
Thomas Edwards again. Burnett. Away he goes. Breaks the first tackle. Sets it nicely. Howlett. Not far from the line here. Ball sitting there nicely. Tukapa will set it again.
Probably need to have a runner here, someone that can punch a hole.
Nathaniel Peters picks it up, but he's gone backwards. That's good defence by United. So Tukapa need to reset again. Tupai Thompson. Pass out to Zebi. Away he goes. Going to try and get on the outside. Fends off the first tackler. But it's taken. Woodmass. On to Thomas Edwards again. Woodmass goes to the open side. On to Howlett. The two props have been outstanding today for Tukapa.
Tukapa's got a penalty advantage here, so they've got to have a crack, have a swing.
Peters drops it down. Pick and go again. Ball sitting there.
No advantage, offside.
Another advantage. Getting very close to the line here. There's the ball, you can see it there.
I think there's an opportunity to perhaps go a bit wider with that penalty.
Keach takes it in, now they want to go wide. Tupai Thompson, run around by Whara, he's through. Good try. That was good patience by Tukapa, and that's probably their best movement of the whole game actually.
Yeah, retained possession, pulled in the defenders, and finally, when they did decide to go, executed.
Yeah, good pass by Woodmass. That's a good pass by Tupai Thompson. Well done by Whara.
Paul Perez came up very quickly, but Whara just got on the outside of him, and that results in a try to Tukapa, and their third.
Yeah. Just mention the two props again. Earlier in that play, both of them are making good hit-ups. They've been outstanding. $17-10, kick to come. 19-10. Tukapa need at least one more try and to win, and they'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, here's an opportunity for Tukapa. Receipt of kickoff and a long kick to that right-hand corner is the play in my view.
We'll see what happens. Long kick straight to Tupai Thompson, and he is going to kick for that corner. That's a good clearance. Very simple game, Lindsay.
Yeah, and now attack the line out from a Tukapa perspective. Their line out hasn't been as secure as they would want, and Tukapa seems to have had some good jumpers, but looks like there's been some replacements. They've got
the two props who have been outstanding have gone off. So Brendan Dent and Olive Lam-Ewan are on for Tukapa.
Or Scott Mallow, I think. Let's just have a check on that. Yeah, I think it's...
Tukapa have it. They've turned over the possession. Burnett does well again. Woodmass.
Advantage over for the knock on.
Tupai Thompson tries a little chip through. Ball bounces up, but United have it. That's a good return. That's a good breakaway too. And a good offload into the Perez. Turns and sets it nicely. United did very well there. Good defence by Tukapa. Hartley into the midfield. United maintaining possession. Keep going the same way. On to Walden. Wide pass. Shula gets the ball back in field. Oh, Walden's done very well there as well. Still going. Slow ball. Oops, a no-look pass which has gone wrong for United. Oliver Lam-Ewan is up there to put pressure on. And Tukapa penalised for going straight down off their feet.
Yeah, Tukapa have got the luxury of bringing a couple of useful props on as well, so a couple of fresh men I'm sure will help.
Yep.
But big shifts from those two departing props.
Oh, so Mason Henry is on for Scott Mallow, so he departs in his 100th game. Well done to Scott Mallow.
Yeah, great achievement. And he loves his club rugby and what it offers.
Yeah, I hear he's a very keen Thursday night man, Lindsay. For a few beers after training. Burnett. United fellows penalised there for tackling without the ball.
Yeah, AJ Lawanu's taken got the wrath of the referee who's penalised him for probably a tackle without the ball.
Tupai Thompson finds the line on about the 22. Good attacking position for Tukapa here.
Yeah, I think the recipe will be the same as what they've done previously. Just secure the ball at the line out and see if they can drive it forward and see how far they can go before having to release it.
Burnett to throw. So United have grabbed this one, however.
Yeah, too short in terms of the throw. Didn't get to the Tukapa man.
United move it. Big wide pass under the post. Made a bit of ground too. Oh, nice in pass there. United bust away. Hartley takes it in midfield, right in midfield here, United. And Tukapa have turned it over. According to the referee they had, but United have got it back. But they've knocked it on.
Yeah, AJ Lamano will be disappointed by that. Pretty simple pass was out in front, but he put it down. Chris Johns just checking with the referee on a point, but as we know, the referee's in sole control.
He's doing a good job too. Very sad to hear the situation in Horowhenua Kapiti over the weekend, Lindsay, where they've called off all rugby for abuse of referees. Not the thing we want to hear about.
Not at all, and people have to be better than that. Supporters need to realise that referees give up their time volunteering to allow a rugby game to take place. So it's got no part in the game, in my view.
No. Right, there's a bit of an injury break here. Just while we've got a bit of time, Scott Safleet, Tukapa chairman, has asked me to, on behalf of the club, to thank Riddles Interactive for the work they do, bringing you these pictures every week at Tukapa. Riddles Interactive, graphic design, web design. We also want to thank Brent, who is our stats man, for doing a great job, and the cameraman, Connor, and Ben, who are both only 15 years old. Dan, who is the roving camera, that gives you those close-up shots, is a little bit older. And Rob, the cameraman up the top, is a lot older. They all do a great job. And Shay, our controller, who's in charge of everything, pushes all the buttons, keeps me and Lindsay in line.
Yeah, I've got to say, there's no doubt that the Tukapa production of club rugby is unmatched in this province. An outstanding job that Riddles do.
Yeah, so thank you very much on behalf of the club to Riddles Interactive.
Bind!
Lindsay will buy you all a beer after the game.
I'd love to, but I've got another function to go to tonight, so unfortunately I can't even have one myself.
Okay,
another good scrum from Tukapa with their replacement props on.
Yeah, Woodmass, Tupaia Thompson, floats up a little pass. Tupaia Thompson again, out to Kumara. It wasn't a great pass, should probably hung on to that, and he had gone forward. Yes, Shay is our controller. A little bit like the fat controller off Thomas the Tank Engine, tells everyone what to do. Keeps it all aligned. Have scores for you. After 60 minutes, Stratford 37, Southern 7, Old Boys 47, Clifton 7. So we can safely say both Stratford and Old Boys are going to get 5 points. Coastal England, we still can't get a score for you, sorry. Just a little question for you on Thomas the Tank Engine, Lindsay, Thomas Edwards. One of my favourite TV programs when I was growing up with my children, but who was the famous narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine?
I'm going to say someone like Ringo Starr.
Correct, he was.
Bind!
Richard Starkey.
Yes.
Known as Ringo Starr.
Sung Yellow Submarine. Great man. Away we go. Little chip through by Walden. Not a bad one either. Perez picks it up. Oh, there's a busting away here. This is a good run. He might go all the way here. No, Peters comes and grabs him. Spotswood United looking good here. His foot is in touch. Is it? Must be.
Gosh, I'm not sure what's happening out there, but there's a lot of screaming.
Yes.
Good bust out by United, though.
It was, wasn't it?
Really looked dangerous when they got into open play.
Dylan Schuler is off for United.
Pretty sure Tukapa will be going short with their line-out throw here.
They do to Keach. Woodmass. Lapo. Takes for the set midfield. Go back to Tupaia to clear. Comes back on the inside. And he decides to run. That's a good tackle by United, though. Tupaia Thompson should have kicked that, actually. He had time to kick it. Now put Tukapa under pressure. But they maintain possession. This will come back to him again, so we'll see what he does this time. No, Woodmass decides to kick. Off his left foot. Straight to Perrott. He does well. Sets it for United. Perez back. Comes back the same way. To Palico. Oh, that's a good run. And that's a bit of a soft try for Tukapa, scored by AJ Lamalu. Some very poor defence. Yeah, that's a good offload there. Pushes off Kumara, pushes off Burnett. Yeah.
He is a big man and he carries well, so brought United right back into this game.
Yeah. 19-15 kick to come. That was a great offload, though.
Yep. From the Arisi Polico. Outstanding offload, which created the space on the outside and brought United right back into it.
Looks like Marcelli is on for Tukapa. So 21 in the background here. He's missed the kick. Got an easy kick too, but the score is 19-15 with about 16 minutes to go.
The interesting thing, Kevin, now with Old Boys leading Clifton by such a big score, it's going to really hurt the Clifton points differential. And
Yeah.
there is possibilities that teams are going to end up on the same number of points.
Yes, well, Clifton are not going to get any points, are they?
They're not, and so they're going to stay on 37.
Yeah.
Tukapa, if they win it without a bonus point, are on 37, and Coastal have an opportunity to get to 37.
Yes. But who misses out then? One of those three will miss out.
Potentially Clifton if their points differential is that
Yeah.
poor.
United bust away here again. They're starting to play very well, but they're penalised.
Roman Famiasili coming on and collecting the penalty, got over the ball, did a great job. And this is an opportunity for Tukapa to kick to the corner and see if they can go from the line out.
Normally we'd be saying kick for goal, but not this time. It's not a great kick though.
No, but they are still in the right part of the
Yeah.
field, and it's a case of building pressure and retaining the ball, in my view. There's no doubt New Plymouth Old Boys are certainly doing a job on Clifton, and Clifton have been a bogey team for Old Boys over the years, but certainly well on top today.
Well, if Clifton make it, they'll probably lose a home semi, won't they? They won't be at home. Right, back to the back of the line out it goes. So you've got to have control of this. They're moving forward slowly. Still going forward. And then it's the ball. Farmo Silly has the ball there waiting for him when he wants it.
That's once.
Yeah, just once.
Yeah, nine.
They'll be told to use it very shortly. Farmer Silly takes it, but he's isolated.
Someone's got to play halfback.
Josh Keach is going to. Takes it in again. There we go. Took up a bust away here. Ball's there. Burnett has it. Sets it. Lamune picks and goes. Farmer Silly at halfback. Dent right under the goalpost. Sets it nicely. Nathaniel Peters picks and goes.
I think this is the way for Tukapa to put some pressure on them.
Yeah.
Can't get isolated though.
No.
Advantage
Dent and
offside.
Tukapa have the advantage. Now they want to try something. Farmer Silly, here they go. Tupia Thompson, we're weak wide pass on to Zebi. Tries to go on the outside, does so. Tackle just short,
Hands up,
sets
no.
it.
He's fine.
Ethan Lobb takes it again.
6, no.
The ball's there for Tukapa. There it is there. Just sitting there. Tukapa knock on. We'll go back for the penalty.
That's a long advantage.
It is.
And I'm not sure that I can agree with that, to
No.
be fair.
Tupai Thompson takes it quickly. Big pass. They must score here. Yeah. Well, they may rather made hard work of it, but the Forafora, I think, was the one who scored it. Tupai Thompson had the now take a quick tap. There we go. He's waiting for the mark. The referee makes the mark. There we go. Taps in. Wide pass to Forafora. Good tackle by Perrott. But Forafora still manages to get the ball over. And that's the bonus point try that Tukapa need.
Yep. So they can't ease up, of course, because United still can come back. As we've said previously, the 2 tries in the last 10 minutes is definitely achievable.
Absolutely. But Tukapa will be feeling a lot better now.
Yeah, what they've got to do now again is receipt of kickoff, take the ball cleanly and put it back well into that United half and force them to chase the game.
Yeah. (26-15), Tukapa in front. Keach has it, takes it in. Still going forward. Turns and sets it nicely for Farmer Silly. Back to Tupaia Thompson. He is going to kick. This time United have it covered. Walden has it. Runs it back. Beats the first tackle. Beats the second tackle.
Yeah, good run.
Yes. Sets it nicely. Tukapa told to roll away out of there. Slow ball for United. Still fishing it out. Here it comes. Big lock forward for United, taking it up. Maintaining position well here, United. And they go. Out it comes again. Wide pass. Another good pass. Oh, that's a good hit by Jollins. But United hang on to the ball. There they go. Going crossfield here. They still have it though. Coming back the short side. Onto Walden. That's a good break. Was it Perrott, sorry? Took up a deer off his feet. Away they go. United go quickly.
This is where they're dangerous.
Yeah, well, that kick luckily bounced straight up into Lagan Kuro's hands. But he was outside his 22.
I think he's put it out on the full, so it's going to be a line out with United ball to throw.
Some more subs coming on.
Blue 2 and 7.
The blue 2 and 7 coming off. So Burnett and Lapo. So presuming Luke Drabitsky will come on and
Mike Neeson will go to lock, and they'll put Chris Jollins back into the loose forward mix. Marangi Lapu can be happy with his day's work. He's carried hard and been great on defence as well.
Well, we got United breakaway again from the line out. Good run. Oh, that's a good run. Made good ground. Up they come again. In midfield. Falaniko. Good run again. Making good ground here, United. Walden, infield pass to Perrott. Keep going the short side. Walden. Oh, that's a good pass. That is a good pass.
He'll take some stopping.
Yes. I think Tukapa have got him held up. They have. Good play by United though there. A little bit unlucky not to score.
They did well to hold the big man out.
Yeah.
Good ball runner. And the luxury now of trying to get a drop out and getting some distance on that. But if United manage to score again, this game is definitely not done and dusted. Let's see if they can get a good drop out and get a good line chase.
There we go. It's not a good drop out actually. It's got a bit of a bounce on, but Walden onto a replacement player for United. Takes it in. Tukapa will be very happy with that to get a penalty because they were under the pump a bit.
Chris Jollins, the captain, got in, snaffled it, and this is relief for Tukapa to get down into United territory.
Yeah.
If the results stay the way they are at the moment, in my view, Tukapa will be off to Stratford next week and a clash with Stratford Eltham.
So what will the points be? Like, we'll assume Coast will get 5 points, so we know Stratford and Old Boys and Tukapa are presumably going to get 5. So
Tukapa will go to 38, Stratford Eltham will go to 39, Old Boys will go to 42.
Yeah.
And it's possible, without knowing the result at Okato, that Clifton and Coast will end up on the same number of points.
Yes.
But with Clifton having such a big loss today, that points differential for them,
they could miss out.
Which
would be highly unusual because before today they were first.
And they could go to 5th.
Yeah.
That's the nature of this competition this year. We've mentioned it a number of times, how tight the competition has been.
So at this stage, and nothing's definite, it's quite possible that Stratford will be playing Tukapa at Stratford.
Yep.
If things stay the way they are.
Yes, they do. If Tukapa and Stratford Eltham have both got 5 points, I see them playing them at Stratford at Victoria Park, 5th of July.
on a freezing cold winter's day.
But this game, as I keep saying, it's
Yes.
not done and dusted, so we need to, we can't count our chickens before they hatch here at the Chook House.
And don't forget, people, we're assuming Coastal are going to get 5 points against Inglewood. We haven't been able to get hold of a score in that game.
Yeah, just based on results over
Yeah.
the course of the year, you would think that Coastal would get up in a home game against Inglewood, who a little surprising. They beat New Plymouth Old Boys in the very first game of the year, but I think they've only won one other game since. So
We'll see if we can get Brent, our stats man, to get us another update on the scores and those Stratford.
and Old
Bill-
Boys fixtures.
Yeah.
Just off the top of my head, if that's the way it finishes, I think all the Tukapa teams, and there'll be 3 or 4 of them in semi-finals, and they'll all be played away.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters home, and I don't think there's too much in home advantage, to be honest. It's just a good day for the bar, for the clubs, that's all. United, away they come. Oh, that's a bit of a hole there. That's a good run too. Oops, Kumara slipped over there. United maintaining possession, however. Right on halfway. Hartley. Away they go again. Nice and holds up in the maul. Away we go.
I think Tukapa are offside in the backs there.
Yeah, he's got his hand out for advantage.
This is where United are dangerous.
They
Out on the
are.
fringes where they've got their big ball runners.
Away they go. Couple of big wide passes. Walden has it. Tries a little fancy step. Takes it in right on halfway. We come back for the penalty.
Tukapa need to turn around and
Here we go. Old Boys 54, Clifton 14, Stratford 42, Southern 7. So that's a guarantee that both those Old Boys and Stratford have got 5 points.
yeah, Tukapa just really want the last 5 minutes to go because it's the win with their 4 tries that'll be the deciding factor. They don't want to give United the opportunity to score twice in the last 5 minutes.
Bit of a loose ball there. Territory and possession's virtually the same. 52 to Tukapa, 48 to United. Territory Tukapa 69, United 31. So it's come back a little bit in United's favour. Dravitsky to throw. Farmasili picked that up well onto Jollins.
No, hands off! Hands off! No, balls here, balls here.
Farmasili back to Tupaia Thompson. Farah this time, and he kicks straight down the midfield. Straight into the arms of Perrott, however. That pass looked a bit straight at best. Done well here, though. That's a good pass. That's not. Yeah, went forward.
He's done a great job, Mason Austin, the young
Yeah.
fella. He hasn't missed anything all day. He's been on the mark with his calls, and there's been no misunderstanding as to what he's saying. So
I think it's great. He's only 19 years old, Lindsay, and he's playing with every single player on the field will probably be older than him.
that's probably true.
And you'd think he could be a little intimidated, but no.
No,
He's done a very great job.
he's got his calls. He knows what he's doing, and he's calling it.
Mm. Right, 4 minutes to go.
Bind! Sit!
And it goes Farmasili. Scrum hold steady. Moving forward. Tukapa have the advantage. Still going forward. Farmasili out to Tupaia Thompson. Wide pass out to Zebi. Onto Firefire on the wraparound. Still going. Beats the first one. Beats another couple of tackles. Infield to Farmasili. Good ground here. Good run by Farmasili. There's no halfback though. In comes Ethan Lobb. Tupai Tempson played between the legs and it's come off, but Nyson drops it. Tukapa might have a penalty, must have been offside in midfield. Ref's got the call from the touch judge. Yeah, all offside in the backs. I'll be tempted to take a shot at goal.
100%. I was going to say, if I was captain of Tukapa, I'd be taking the penalty. The result doesn't matter, but you've got to use up the time that's available.
Yeah.
Best way to do that, take the shot at goal and use up a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see whether they've got the same mentality.
I don't think they have. Nope. You know, do your children ever listen to you, Lindsay? Mine don't. So
anyway, I suppose by taking the line out, providing they can win it, then as long as they can win it, they probably have the same effect of winding the clock down. Okay, according to the Tribe app, Coastal are up 21-0. Now, the interesting thing about that is that they haven't scored a fourth try at this point. You can't be at 21.
Tukapa lost the ball in midfield here, but United break away. Good run by Taylor Tupai. Out it comes.
Of course, if Coastal don't get a bonus point win, then Clifton may survive.
Yes. Zebi's caught, picks it up again. Dent has it. Famusili. Kumara kicks off his left foot. We'll bounce the ball. Ethan Lobb, good pressure. Makes the tackle. That's a good in pass too. And pass to no one there. United have it still. The way they come down the shot. Good tackle by Ethan Lobb. He's played well today, actually, Ethan Lobb. Hartley.
Spots would have been United have been dangerous when they had ball in hand.
Yes. It'll take another 10 years for you to stop calling them Spotswood, Lindsay.
Oh, well, we're both old boys of the Spotswood College, so it's hard for us, even though we're Tukapa through and through.
Yeah. Oh, we come. United set it again. Less than a minute to go. Good little dummy there. United looking to finish with a flourish here. Away they go again. Alden, big pass back the other way to Lloyd. Good run. He's made a couple of good runs actually.
No, not on the ball. Save boys.
Good tackle again by Ethan Lobb.
Sorry, that score on Tribe was 21-0 to Coastal. That was half time.
Oh.
So, you imagine that they will have...
yeah, they will have. So we'll scrap what you just said before, Lindsay. We'll change that.
What it means, I suspect, if Coastal 37, and so they have got 5 points.
They'll get ahead of Clifton. Clifton will miss out.
Well, apparently the points differential says that Clifton is plus 94 and Coastal are 91 going into the game. So if they've scored 37, they're going to be well and truly ahead of Clifton. So it looks like Clifton have gone from first to fifth.
Highly unusual. But that's the way it is. That's a good competition when that sort of thing can happen, I think.
Yep. I'm sure Tukapa will just want to kick this out. I'm sure that's the end of the game if they...
Trubitsky has it in the back. Still going forward, Tukapa. Just kick it out. That's what they do. Fabasili does kick. I don't think he meant to kick it out, but it was gone out. That's full time. So Tukapa have achieved what they wanted to, got the bonus point win, 26-15, and will play in the semi-finals next week. Right. We'll give you some of the stats now of the game. There we go. Territory 68%. Possession 52% for Tukapa. Missed tackles is roughly the same, 14 to Tukapa, 18 to United. Penalties conceded, Tukapa gave away 10, United 8. Goal kicking 3 out of 4 for Tukapa, and for United 2 out of 3. We'll have a look at the try scoring highlights for you now. Right, here's the first try. Mistake by Tukapa, pounced on by Perrott. Here comes Tukapa's first try. Perrott, Lapo. This is a good pass by Zebi here. Good run, and he sets Ethan Lobb away with a good pass right in front of him. Ethan Lobb goes over in the tackle. Good try. Here comes Tukapa's next try. Howlett takes it up and scores. Good forward try, that one. Woodmess. On to Tupai Thompson. Farafara crashes over. Comes United. But that's a great offload there. And a push off there. Good try. Here comes the last try, Tukapa. Quick thinking by Tupai Thompson here. He's looking to take the ball, kick as soon as he can. Big wide pass to Farafara. Goes over in the tackle. And that was Tukapa's bonus point try, which they needed. So we don't have next week's games up for you, but we can tell you we are 99.9% certain the games will be Old Boys will play Coastal at Old Boys and Stratford will play Tukapa at Stratford. So looking forward to the finals next week. On behalf of Lindsay and myself, I'd like to thank you for putting up with us this season. And this is the last game that we'll be broadcasting at Tukapa this year. So thanks to everyone who's been involved. And any final words, Lindsay?
Yeah, no, I just think Tukapa will be pleased that they've got themselves in a position where they can have a crack at the title. You've got to be in the semi-finals, and they're there. So and just as the game's finished, we've been hit by a hell of a thunderstorm. And
yeah, look at it.
People running everywhere.
Big rainbow out there, but man, that rain's heavy.
That'll get the players off the field.
Well, look, the sun's actually shining. The rain's coming down heavy. Anyway, thank you to everyone involved, and well, hopefully Tukapa will be at finals day, and we might see you back then. Good afternoon.
This live stream is sponsored by PSL, Sound, Light and Stage.